So for my second test today, I went to Gemini and I said, I have a lot of spam in my Gmail account. Please write a simple program that I can easily run on my MacBook Pro Apple M1 chip so that when I get to a point where there are a selection of emails, it will automatically unsubscribe from the email using my bobrap@gmail.com account. Now Gemini said basically that's not very easy to do, and then it pointed me to some features I could use and some manual work. But I took the same prompt and I gave it to ChatGPT 4.0, and it says, well, you can create a Python script. So you would do bash, right? You do an install of this library. Then you would write a Python script that basically says import some foo, right? And beautiful soup, which is a screen scraper essentially, says put in your credentials. By the way, never share your credentials with anyone in the real world. Connect to IMAP, right? Go to the inbox, search all, and then go to basically what you're searching for is the unsubscribe link, which in most emails is at the bottom. So I thought it was interesting that it did such a different version of this. And of course, now what I'm going to go do is ask the same question to Copilot, and because Microsoft is noted for some pretty cool stuff that they're doing both with Copilot and with GitHub, and GitHub Actions particularly is pretty interesting. So I thought about this one that was kind of interesting. It said, enable the Gmail API, so application programming interface, go to the console, go, basically anytime you're working with an API, we're going to have some sort of way to create a credentials file to put in your certificate or your auth or whatever it is. Then it says, here's what you would do. It's all pretty simple stuff, right? You're just sort of logging in, checking credentials, and then you're essentially flagging messages and running the script in a directory that you probably want to set up to be for unsubscription. So that was interesting. Let's keep going. Hey, Bob App here with Big Data Surfers. Ken Johnston and I are trying to figure out the best way to do these videos because we're so busy doing data science, we don't necessarily have a chance to talk about it. So I'll tell you what I was thinking about. You probably know that Claude has just built a new thing in Sonnet that changes how it deals with keyboards and other things. It's kind of a cool thing. So I'm actually using Claude right now to do some interesting tasks here, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm using the new 3.5 Sonnet, and I'm going to go ahead and say help me create a script or small program that I can call from my MacBook M1 in a browser or via the utilities so that I can create an unsubscribe folder in Outlook and tag mail that needs to be unsubscribed. I'm finding that I've got about 1,000 emails a day that are coming in. They're all pretty interesting. Many of them, by the way, are sort of all in the AI or data science space. But as we sort of go from classical data science to more of the LLMs, it's just exploding, and I'm not sure how to deal with it. So the nice thing is the thing that Claude has done in the 3.5 version is they're building something that can do this as an automation. And I'm going to say create this machine automation and give me breakpoints to debug. We'll see. I'm in one of the beta programs, and so if you can see what's happening here is we've got a simple little Apple script with Python integration, and then I've got debug points put in here. Okay. And then what I might also want to do is to say, Now I want to look in and I want to do documentation of what I just did, and I might say, so it's good. It put in a breakpoint at each place, and then it says, and then how. Let's see. Please tell me the easiest way to host this on a cloud. So, and I don't know if I want to host it locally, but I think probably I want to put it on something like Heroku. I mean, there's so many good ways to host these things, but I love that I can do this here, and then I could actually create the automation code to do it. So Ken, I'm not sure how we take this topic and talk about it together. And folks out there that in the community that we were talking about this over this week, we're trying to figure out a way to get you not just the prompts, but help you understand how to deploy safely, how to test all of the things yourself. The topic is big data surfers. It is practical magic, AI that's useful, the good, the bad, the ugly. We're trying to be useful here. I hope it's fun. If you like it, please like and subscribe. If you don't, tell us what we should do better. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all.